So here my journey begins in Johannesburg, South Africa, as me and my friends John, Charlie, and Bronson trek across this incredible country to get footage for the upcoming animated film, The Chosen One.
Hi, we have just traveled over 400 kilometers to be right here at the Melelani Lodge Resort. It is a Southern Suns 5-star hotel, and we have the great pleasure of being here for 2 days and 2 nights. Again, continuing our quest to find the elusive Adelaide and Adeline, the two main characters for our upcoming animated film, The Chosen One. We hope here at Kruger State National Park we will find these elusive elephants and get some beautiful shots. Hope you enjoy what you see.
You know, I was a little nervous going into Kruger State Park because it was so huge. There was a good chance that we would not find any elephants at all. In fact, we had talked to one of the rangers and he had said that last year, at least in the southern area of Kruger where we were in, there were no sightings of elephants, and there was a good chance we could miss out. Needless to say, we were all nervous about accomplishing the task that we came here to do, which was to film not just an elephant, but to film a mother and a baby elephant at the same time, so that we could really get some details and focus on their movements and their body language. Well, in less than 2 hours of being in the park, we came upon a mother and baby elephant, and it was so beautiful. And you know, looking at these two elephants in their natural environment was so different than seeing them in the zoo. Their spirits were not broken. You could see it in their eyes. You could see it in their movements that they were at peace, that they were a part of the land and the land was a part of them. We were so excited we wanted to jump for joy, but we knew we had to stay absolutely still, because if we distracted the mother in any way, she could potentially charge us. Being able to get this footage meant so much because I felt like we were fulfilling a part of Yvonne's legacy. Watching them interact with each other was incredible, and it's something I'm never going to forget. It was an opportunity that I hope to have again in the future. Well, over the next day and a half, we saw a record number of elephants, 49 in all. But let's hear from John right now about what the story of The Chosen One is all about.
The book is basically about the birth of a young elephant into a herd that is concerned about their matriarch getting old and not having someone to fill her footsteps to lead and guide the elephants. The little one is born to this herd and has special markings on the head that signify and point out that she is the chosen one. The 3 marks on the head, of course, are the 3 L's of look, listen, and learn. LLL. And she grows up at this waterhole that just happens to be one of the fortunate holes that retain water longer than any of the other waterholes, but it does inevitably dry up. And then the mother, the matriarch, leads the herd away from the waterhole to the new waterhole, instructing the little one to listen to her teachings, and so that she'll be able to know how to take this trail to the waterhole that they're going to and lead them back. Well, everything goes well, they get to the waterhole, but the little one, of course, is more interested in things going on around her than listening to her mother. They spend a few months at the waterhole. Okay, it's time for them to go back, and she starts leading the herd away from this waterhole to their original area. And en route, the mother is presumably shot by poachers, and the onus now falls back onto the shoulder of this little one, who's just a teenager, to lead the herd back to the waterhole, and she can't remember how to do it. She befriends a crow, Art is his character name, and he becomes her eyes. Leads them through certain areas to get to this waterhole, and of course Art is not always there, and she has to go on her own quite a lot of the times. And when she's now really horribly lost, she notices that there's a cloud dust coming up behind them, which she realizes is the poachers. And she runs back to the herd, tells them to keep quiet, and that night, through a very devious method, the herd and a couple of her friends go up and approach the camp, and by puncturing holes in the tires, prevent the poachers from carrying on after them, and they basically make their getaway. But it's only the entrance, it's only the intro to all the other escapades and things that happens to her as she's growing up, that we're going to be doing the rest of the learning process for the children.